And we are back. Pro Wrestling Simulator. I'm struggling a bit to... Oh, we have event histories for everything that happened. We can look at our SmackDown here again to remind ourselves what actually happened. We need to go back to booking Raw. So we get an angle, then we get a match. The Dirty Dogs can get a win over somebody. The Dirty Dogs are fighting. We don't have babyface. We have two little wrestlers. We don't have anybody here. Barely have any face teams. They fight two flunkies. We need local jobbers. That would be helpful. They could beat up two jobbers. We don't have opponents for them. This is awful. We need to hire some people. This roster. I think we need to cancel a lot here. Can we access NXT? We need to call up at least 10 to 20 people. This roster is sucking swamp water. This roster is way too small. And I already cut the roster split. Imagine cutting this roster in half. This is why we get the same matches every single week in real life. So where and how can I access my developmental stuff? Development. Here are the NXT people. Recall sounds they have already been on the main show. I want to call them up and I'm gonna do a little heist within the company here and call up an awful amount of people. Roderick Strong, call him up. Yep, okay, now they calling him up. We get Roddy. Roxanne is maybe not quite ready. Wendy Chu, no, definitely not. So we call up that talks. Who are the champions in the developmental? Does it say champion? Okay, here we can see it. We leave the champions in there. That's why Braun Breaker stays. Alba Fire goes to the main roster. Number 2. A-Kid. I don't see too much in him, but we can use him as a jobber, so we get him. Number 3. Dante Chen. I don't see much in him, but we can use him as a jobber. Number 4. Then we can use them for a few weeks as jobbers and then send them back to developmental. Maybe use this as little excuse, give them some little experience on Raw before they get a real run on NXT. If they know enough basics, they can probably work a job match. Squash match, I mean. So sorry, just had to open a beer. Stone Cold Steve Austin style. And we call up Eichner. He's not Giovanni Vinci here. We call him up. He can work. Yeah, I'm not gonna put him with Gunther and Kaiser, but he can work as an individual without them. Maybe put them together at some point. So how many people have I called up? 3, 4. Let's get a few girls. Let's get Katana, Casey Catanzaro, and her tag partner Caden. We dropped the tag team titles. Can still use some. How many have I got? 6. Matt Bloom, good old A-Train, 49 years old. So we get, I think Odyssey Jones is injured, isn't he? Can we see that? Let's get Carmelo and Trick. think they're already main roster ready anyway. And then we have a tag team. NXT really gets robbed here. Did Trick Williams just go with him automatically? Wait, no, here he is. So this is NXT UK. We can also get some people from there. But I don't know them too much. We got Ilya Dragunov. Oh, he's a champion. I don't want to take a champion. Blair Davenport. I only call up girls. I also need some guys. Let's also call up a guy from NXT UK. Hey, let's use Wolfgang. Who is he teaming with? T-Bone? Who is that? I can use him as a job guy. So there was a match history on NXT UK. He was just involved in an angle. Maybe let's keep him there. Okay, I didn't pay attention to that for the other shows. Did I watch NXT UK? Did I get it in my newsfeed? And there was an angle with Joe Coffey, Jordan Devlin, T-Bone. Oh, fuck it. I'm getting Wolfgang. And that's it. A bit random selection, but I need to beef up my roster. But so Roderick Strong, Carmelo Hayes, Kaylee Ray. Now she's Kaylee Ray again. Wasn't she just called Alba Fire? These are her real names. Is that her real name? Casey Catanzaro, not Katana Chance. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. Here's Beer Priestley. Anyway, we need people and we can use them on Raw. So we get a tag team match. Have they been assigned to Raw and SmackDown now? Yo. And let's just give Robert Roode a singles match. We need to build him up before he collides with Lesnar of all people. And so Robert Roode goes up against a Kid. They're automatically enhancement talents. But this is just exactly the way I want to use that guy. Dan Angle, the referee. Let's give them 5 minutes. And I'll also let Roode cheat. Ziggler is at ringside. He's going to interfere. Maybe they'll grab the tights or something. That will be a cheating victory. And Robert Roode goes over. And yeah, match purpose, nothing. I can make Robert Roode look good, but then I shouldn't have him win by cheating. It's just a normal match, but a squash match. 5 minutes is not a squash. Then we add an angle, promo. Roode and Ziggler still in the ring, complaining about everything, talking about how everything is so unfair and they're so great that he just beat that kid, but they're not in the championship contenders tournament. While people like Brock Lesnar, they show up twice a year and they get main events at WrestleMania, shove their ass. Lesnar, who's still at home in Saskatchewan, he will obviously not react to this. They cut a 5-minute promo. They can both talk well enough. We don't do a risk here, so that, yeah, I already gave up on this in interviewing stuff. We can do interviews, but probably not to advance storylines. Or does it advance storylines? Cody's just talking about himself. Yeah. But I guess we are the WWE, so we need to do a little sports entertainment. We can have the sports interviews. So now we have a girls match. Asuka goes up against one of the new. She fights against Blair Davenport, B. Priestley, and I think Blair Davenport has been quite active in Japan. I don't watch Japanese wrestling, but I heard about that, so she probably quite experienced, and we give her some time. We give them 8 minutes to shine, but at the end of the day, Asuka goes over and wins the match, but Blair Davenport gets some exposure on global television here for the first time on Monday Night Raw. We still have 49 minutes to fill. We introduce a lot. It's like Raw after Mania. Introduce a lot of new people here. We'll do an interview with Carmelo and Trick, who are new on the main roster, and they want to talk some trash about everybody but themselves. They can talk with Kayla. So interviews like that are maybe good. Or I can do an interview with different people, but I'm not sure if this adds to the storyline. So, and how does this work? They can talk for 3 minutes about themselves and how great they are, and that they always shoot and never miss with the basketball in their hands. And then we have another wrestling match. Surprise. We need to build up some matches. We have Edge's group. We need, you see, it's always difficult at the beginning to find a direction. I'm not sure. So we got Ronda and Bianca and Ricochet and Theory at the pay-per-view. We need to give them something. Ricochet just defended the title, so Theory does the same. He has to defend the title. Ricochet defended against Sami Zayn. Why is Big E here? I think he's injured. Probably can't wrestle, right? Probably can't even walk at this point. Austin Theory defends the United States Championship in a match against against who? Against R-Truth. R-Truth is a veteran. He doesn't age. He always pops the crowd. This will be a short match. Let's give them 5 minutes. Theory wins. He cheats to win. But it's supposed to make him look good. It's a squash, but a heeled squash. I'll do the same with Robert Roode here. I'll change the purpose, make Roode look good, but still give the babyface an out. So, and then Austin Theory is still in the ring, and he cuts a promo. Can you not combine that you do book that as one segment? Now it sounds like he comes out again after just having a match right before. He cuts a promo on Ricochet. As I said, Ricochet can't talk, so he shouldn't talk. And this, here it says contributes to storyline progression. So we still have 37 minutes to fill. So we just had a promo. Now we can have a match. Damian Priest. We need to find something for the Judgment Day to do, and we will not break them up already. Damian Priest, he will be in that tournament, but not... I already forgot who he was supposed to face. So we got AJ against Miz, who was Cody's opponent. Yeah, that's why I needed this tournament function. Or I changed my mind again. So who were my 4 heels? We got Priest, we got Edge, we got The Miz. Who was the 4th guy? I already forgot. Kevin Owens. Yeah. Kevin Owens. Cody against Kevin Owens in the main event on Raw. Priest will have his match on SmackDown. So here we can give him a match against Mansoor. Mansoor is quite jobber, not much more than jobber material. This will be a 4-minute match. We will have Edge and Rhea Ripley at ringside, so they can maybe interfere a little bit. And they cheat just because they can, even against Mansoor. But still, this is a squash to make Priest look good. We have a lot of heel victories on this program. We need to be careful that this is not... we had a babyface win in the opening contest, then Root won, then Asuka. Okay, yeah. We had 2 babyface victories also on the program. So then we have 33 minutes left. And yeah, I'm still finding a way to do this a bit faster. But I'm, not so sure at this moment. So yeah, we will probably not finish booking the show in this video. We add another video package. We need to do that a little bit more. War of Words. Workers have a verbal sparring match. What's the difference between War of Words and promo? So they talk to each other. Then let's have a War of Words between Bianca and Ripley. May not be the... Yeah, they both are not horrible on the mic, but also not good either. But still, we need to do something with them to build up the significance of the unification match. They will get 5 minutes in the ring. Now we need to put them in different camps here. So Ronda and Bianca will talk a bit. We have different options here to do these promos. Then we have a match. I always want to have a match and then either an interview or an angle. So now give Matt Riddle a little bit of television time while Randy Orton is out, and he gets to fight Jinder Mahal and beat him in a 5-minute match. Just to remind people that we still have Riddle on the show, and this match has the purpose to make Riddle look good. So then 23 minutes left. We have a video package on maybe on a new soon debuting fella from NXT. We do a little video on... Yeah, I don't want to use all of them as jobbers, but most of them. So who gets a video? We do a little video on somebody that's not on the show otherwise. Yeah, I think I really use these people as jobbers. Then we do a video on Sasha Banks. She's not on the show. A little 1-minute reminder of what she's doing. Maybe she does some promo work at the moment. So then we have another match. And we have a match between Ludwig Kaiser and our friend. So we did Gunther against Eric or Ivar? We did Gunther against Eric, so now we're gonna do Kaiser against Ivar. It's a bit of a mismatch because Ivar is much bigger than Kaiser. Still, this is only supposed to put the German and Austrians over. I'm not neutral in that regard. So we gonna have Gunther and Eric at ringside, and then on SmackDown we will have the tag team match, and then that program will already be over. So here, or maybe this ends in a draw, double disqualification, everybody gets involved, and we don't need to see Kaiser lose. But also, we don't need to give the Vikings a victory. What's the... Yeah, no, double disqualification or no contest? No contest. Match ends abruptly, will not cause a title change. Nobody loses popularity, but it upsets the crowd greatly. Oh. Maybe double disqualification. Can we have a double disqualification? Gunther and Eric get involved. We don't want to upset the crowd too much, but I think what's the difference between double disqualification and nobody loses popularity, but it upsets the crowd greatly, ignores anything said in the winner field? This also upsets the crowd. I will just do the no contest. I hope it doesn't upset the crowd too much. They shouldn't get too upset about Ludwig Kaiser and Ivar being a draw. So I think, yeah, I'll see you next time when we continue putting together this television program. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.